Yo, what's up, good people? Welcome to another episode of Married to the Lakers, but the NBA is my side chick. I am your senior consultant advisor from thestreets.com and from 7254 KBL on your radio. Are those real places? Maybe not. But all the other people that do pods like this, they say where they a senior advisor or scooper from. So I like to put that on my name as well. But it's your boy BT Kingsley, man. Make sure y'all follow the page. Like this video, all that good jazz. But let's get to it, man. We're gonna talk let's talk first and foremost, let's talk Lakers. Um I have come to a conclusion. It is not the best conclusion. I didn't think I'd feel like this after, but it is very real for me. The Lakers got to let go of LeBron. I've been going back and forth with this and kicking it around and coming up with a bunch of different concepts on how to make it work. And in reality, that beeping you hear is the food I heated up. So if you hear some beeping, just let it go. Um, yeah, so I've been trying to figure out how to make this team better with LeBron on it. And it's really, 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 really tough. It's really, 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 really tough. Not for nothing. If you keep LeBron on the team, that means he plays this year and next year maybe his what's name year? His retirement year, and that feels like a distraction in the year you're trying to make sure Luka's locked in, so we should keep him on contract. This is the year that the Lakers promised Luka that they would get the team together, and I think that's what they got to do. Now, I'm gonna be very clear with you guys. We are not clear on how good or bad Rob Pelinka's negotiation tactics are. Either he can't get a good deal for people, or he got Luka Doncic. I don't know, right? Who knows? But I tell you this: the players that you're going to hear me mention right now are things that we can control. All we got to do is get them in the room, tell them what we're going to pay them, stretch out the years. Now, before I keep going, let me tell you something else that I'm going to put in my contracts. I want hella years. I want extended years, 3 and 4 year contracts. I'm sick of this two in the option, one in the option where we don't really have no feasible control over players. Because let me tell you something that I know for a fact. The Lakers don't have nowhere near enough good players. How do I know this? Because in a season like this where there's all kind of trades made, I keep looking at teams and everybody's like, well, are people answering the Lakers calls? Why would they? Who do they want from us? You can't have Austin and you can't have Luka. So who else do you want? You ain't calling for Dalton Connect. You ain't calling for Bronny. Maybe there's calls for a dude. It's like we don't have any. We don't have nowhere near enough good players on the team. So we would need to lock in some valuable players and some valuable at good contracts so we could then maybe move them in the future. You feel what I'm saying? The Lakers need more good players. So we have to figure out whatever that takes. So let me break it down for you. This team that I'm going to build out for you, I feel like it's a great team. Because the other thing I want you to acknowledge, one, is we need more good players. Two, we need more good players on long enough contracts where we got some control, where it's a good contract that we can control so we can kind of set up what we're doing from there. And last but not least, we need some depth. I believe that the league is going towards depth because of how much the teams are running around now, and that's why a lot of the star players be getting hurt, because if you don't have enough depth, then you're asking your stars to do too much. You want Luke and Austin to be ready for the playoffs, then not have them play 47, 48 minutes. Do I feel like we could have a good team with them running that? Yes, but the reason that they're running so much is because JJ don't trust nobody else on the team. He's trying to collect wins at any means necessary. And that's part of the issue. So let's break it down. I'm telling you now, this is my idea. Braun is gone, and LeBron's gone, Rui's gone. I have Braun just walking. I don't even have him in the sign and trade, because in the sign and trade requires a certain thing. Most importantly, before I say anything else, one of the most important contracts, if this does not happen, I almost don't care who we get. This is a failure. The Lakers gotta keep Marcus Smart. We have to keep Marcus Smart. We have to keep Marcus Smart. Why? Marcus Smart does a lot of things for the Lakers. Number one, he's our backup point guard and ball handler. He's a vet and understands that and has no problem with the role. He's not trying to be the starter or has to be the starter or has some ego where that's necessary. Two, he is our defensive anchor. He does all the talking, all the communicating in every game, all the time. He is literally out there screaming, you go left, go right. Hey, no, switch this way. Help, help, help. He's doing that every play, every game. He cannot help himself. Does anybody else on the team that do that? Sure. Does everybody on the team do that all the time with his level of IQ? No. Because one of the reasons that I feel like the Lakers had such a good record is just IQ. You got Luka, AR, Braun, and Smart. That's a lot of basketball. And I didn't even mention JJ. That's a lot of basketball IQ that could just get people out of the wrong position, so on and so forth. So we have to keep Marcus Smart. I don't care if you have to. And the way I think we keep Marcus Smart is you extend the years. He clearly gets hurt a lot because of how he risks his body. Give him the years, bro. Give him the years. I'm thinking 4 for 45. Final year being a team option. You know what I'm saying? Give him like a 4-year contract. I know he older. It don't matter. When he's done playing, he'll be a great vet. You see what I'm saying? Like you or give him 3 years minimum, but you figure out whatever you need to lock in a player of his caliber. Keep him somewhere between 9 to 12 million and lock him in for a few years. Give him that, hey man, listen, we want you here. This is the only call that Luka has made for a player. We can't have Luka making calls to have players come recruit to the team and then we lose them. Clearly, Luka wants him on the team. He caught him and got him here. He's been very, very useful. Literally, he stepped on the court. Now, his plus minus might have been the best on the team. Marcus Smart has to stay on the team as we continue. We need somebody at the rim blocking shots, and we need a lob threat. That person can be the same thing. We also need a 3-and-D wing who can defend ones, twos, and threes that's fast enough to stay with some of the high level point guards. That way, Austin is guarding the best person on the other team. He's 2 or 3 people down. He's guarding the second best or the third best person on the team. He'll be fine. And with rim protection, everybody's going to look better. So let's talk about it. Luka Austin, obviously on the team. Go get Robert Williams. I've mentioned him before. Y'all know how I feel about Robert Williams. I feel like he does everything. He rebounds, he lobs, he got good hands on the lob. He's started shooting the three recently, and he blocks shots. Go get Robert Williams. Go get John Collins. Go get John Collins. BT, why are you saying John Collins? One, John Collins shoots 40% from the three. We're finna lose Rui Hachimura. We're gonna need more three-point shooting. He can catch lobs. He defends. He sometimes is an off-ball shot blocker. And he's gonna basically take the spot of what LeBron and Rui used to do. I'm not asking him to do everything. He's gonna be doing it by committee. Go get John Collins. He shouldn't be that much. Trevor was talking about him the other day, and Trevor that runs Lakers Nation, and he mentioned something about him going for like 6 million. I was like, 6 million? He's coming off a contract of 26. I don't know why somebody would pay him six. I feel like he's gonna be somewhere between 17, 15, 17, 20. But yeah, go get John Collins and lock him up for some years. Why else are you bringing up John Collins? He plays for the Clippers last year. He's already in LA. That's got to be an advantage. If the Clippers wanted him, they would already have re-signed him and already renegotiated a deal for him because he's their own player. They can lock him up right now. They have not. Go lock him up. He ain't got to move. He ain't got to change nothing. All he got to do is drive to crypto as opposed to going to Inglewood. That's it. That's beautiful. Lock up John Collins. Now, John Collins does something very, very specific, and you guys probably heard me mention this before. He is he could also play small ball five. Why is that important? Because if Robert Williams is your center, and we all know Robert Williams isn't going to play all the time, DA already is talking about he's going to resign, and you got Jackson Hayes, one of the best backups in the league. I'm saying lock up Jackson Hayes. We got DeAndre Ayton if we need to. Robert Williams III. Those are your three centers. But when the game's on the line or it's an important game, hey man, put John Collins in. Put John Collins and Marcus Smart and Luca and Austin and whoever that starting three is. The young boy Carr, I'm not gonna ask him to be all that just yet. So I'm saying go get Kelly Oubre. I think you could get Kelly Oubre at around 12, 13. And you guys, I broke down all these numbers already. It already works. So now we got Luca, AR, Kelly Oubre, John Collins, Robert Williams III. That's the team. It don't have to be Kelly Oubre. It just need to be somebody of that ilk. It could be Quentin Grimes for that matter. You got DA. You got Jackson Hayes. That locks up your centers. Jackson Hayes is probably best backup in the league. If DA get the triple, we go trade DA. Ain't got no problems. You gotta get Vando and Dalton Connect off of the team. If we start the season and Dalton Connect and Vando are still on the team, we failed. It is a failure to not get them off the team. Get them out of here. I say you go get Keon Ellis and Matisse Thybulle. Matisse is probably going to be low. I see him under 10. Keon Ellis probably going to be low, probably going to be under 10. But now you see what I'm building? Defense, rebounding, you know what I'm saying? Switchability. You got shooters. You got this team. I started looking at this team. I say, what do we need? Resign Luke Kennard at that around that 9-10 mark, and you keep Jake LaRavia. Now, what you'll see is my team that I have built out from top to bottom is Luca, Austin, Kelly Oubre, John Collins, Robert Williams III is your starting five. You then have Jackson Hayes, Marcus Smart, Matisse Thybulle, Keon Ellis, that and Jake LaRavia is your backup four. You still got DeAndre Ayton also as one of your fives. You got Luke Kennard. You got Carr, Bronny, Adu. That's a squad. That's a squad we could go to war with. And if you look at the team, just listen to these names: Luca, Austin, Kelly Oubre, John Collins, Robert Williams III, DeAndre Ayton, Jackson Hayes, Marcus Smart, Keon Ellis, Matisse Thybulle, Luke Kennard. That's 11 players. That is depth. Now, when y'all analyze this team, I want you to tell me, what does it need? We got rebounding, we got shooting, we got defense, we are a well-rounded machine. Are we top heavy with talent? Not really. But you took when the team, the people in the media have their favorites. There's reasons why they say what they say. When they say stuff like, "There's no way you're trading this team, trading LeBron and getting better." Well, yeah, there's not nobody we could get at the price that we have LeBron for, and they be as good as LeBron. I'm not arguing that for the LeBron fans. What I'm saying is, if you take LeBron and Rui, those two good players, and you break them down to 4 or 5 different players that fit the team, that's better. That gives you depth. And this team needs depth. You need to take some weight in a shift. Let's look at the starting lineup. Luca, AR, Kelly Oubre, John Collins, Robert Williams. We know Luca going to play a lot of that first quarter. Well, Austin Reeves sit down. Marcus Smart come in. Is Marcus Smart, Luca, hey man, Kelly Oubre, go sit down for a little bit. Bring Matisse Thybulle in, right? All right, cool. Now when Luca come out, hey, Luke Kennard, come in, run some of this with Keon Ellis and John Collins. Now you go sit down. You bring in Jake. Let Jake do a small shift. Robert Williams, you going out. DeAndre Ayton come in for a little bit. DeAndre, before you come back in, let Jackson run a little bit. Now Robert Williams is fresh. We protected him because we know we only going to pay 15, 20 minutes a game. Even though he's our starting five, we got a five by committee. Hey, everybody go sit down. It's the final quarter. John Collins, you going to run the five. We're going to put Marcus Smart in. Kelly Oubre, you finishing the game with Luca and AR. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm finagling this team. Where you got a little bit of everything. Luca kind of defends threes and fours. AR, you should have on your second or third best player. But if you got athletes like Kelly Oubre and John Collins, you're not so much worried about AR. Does that make sense? The names don't matter to me, you guys. I'm saying John Collins now. If you look back a couple of videos, I was saying Bobby Portis. I want a small ball five who can shoot the three, running off four that can close out the games. That's what I want. Everything opens up on Tuesday. I guess we shall see. Real quick before we get out of here, This video was just, man, I think LeBron's gone. I think you can't make this team better having him be on the team at 25, 30 million and bringing Rui back in. I don't have no problems keeping Rui on this team. The only problem with Rui is San Antonio's talking about paying him 25 billion. We can't give Rui 25 million. He's not going to start. You can't have Luka, Austin, and Rui starting. This team is doomed. The three players that need to play with Luka and AR, the archetype of those players need to be shot blockers, athletes, rebounding, lob threats, athletes, defenders. That's what needs to be there. That's what needs to be those other three positions. If you do that, man, you just gave two of the best high level creators in the game options. John Collins for three, 40%. Kelly Oubre going to the thing, high level athlete. Robert Williams for the lob. Get back on defense. Robert Williams blocking shots. Robert Williams missed the assignment. John Collins from the wing blocking shots. Luka, AR, two of the best rebounding guards in the league, running the break, throw it down. Kelly Oubre, we flying up and down, up and down. Hey, OKC, let me see you. Come talk to me real quick. Because now we got dogs. Now we got runners. Wimbenyama, cool. Robert Williams, get out there, do a shift. DeAndre Ayton, get out there, do a shift. Jackson Hayes, go out there, do a shift. We got bodies to throw at you. Bodies, bodies, bodies. And everybody's on a reasonable budget. So that's what I'm looking at for our squad. Um, the West just got really interesting. I'll talk NBA for a little bit. This Melo and Ant thing, y'all know me. If you know me, you know. I go in this closet right now. I have so much big baller stuff. I have so many pairs of LaMelos. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I was all in on the ball thing because Lonzo was a Laker. And man, that's gonna be much see that's gonna be see must see basketball. And Melo, that's fun. Those are gonna be fun games. I really am excited to see how they play together. You gave one of the best passers in the league, one of the highest flyers. That's gonna be great. You can't double Ant no more. They did lose some size, so I think it balances out. I don't know what happens with Jaylen Brown. I don't know what happens with John Morant. I'm glad we locked up AR. I know Luke will be healthy come top of the season. We just gotta get some pressure off of him. We need depth. I don't this Walker Kessler, Peyton Watson thing, that's getting a little tricky for me. I don't hate it if we do it, but I'm not a super fan like that of us doing it. I think to get Walker Kessler, I think you'd have to pay him 35, 40 million. And I think that's too much. I think it's too much. 35, 40 million for Walker Kessler sounds crazy to me. And not for nothing, I think 35 for what's name sounds crazy too, for Peyton Watson. So that's it, you guys. Giannis finally got traded. Melo's in in Minnesota. We gonna see in a couple of days. I'll probably be back on before this week is out because Tuesday is gonna be crazy. But remember, I said it, you guys. John Collins, Marcus Smart. If we got John Collins, Marcus Smart, and Robert Williams III, I'd be so happy. Because the reality is, I believe as far as the draft go, that Carr, I think Carr gonna get real rotation minutes, and I think he might end up forcing his way into that three. So if he gonna end up being our three guard, you shouldn't spend all that money on Peyton Watson anyway. But this team, I think Luka's happy. He would say, "Oh, I could throw lobs to John Collins. Y'all better go look at them John Collins highlights. I could throw lobs to Robert Williams, throw lobs to Kelly Oubre. They all got my back on defense. If it's not Kelly Oubre and it's Quentin Grimes, I'm good with that. But the John Collins thing, I'm serious about. He lived here already. Notice that all the people I said are free agents. Now we have to trade Vando, Dalton, and probably a first to just get them off the books. And maybe a player comes back within that's better than Matisse Thybulle. But I kind of need that money to do what I'm trying to do. If you can't tell, so that's it, man. Lock up Marcus Smart. Go get John Collins. I know y'all was looking at him already. We gonna need some more shooting. We losing Rui. If we traded Braun for Jared Allen, then the Robert Williams thing isn't as necessary. So then there's some finagling that could be done. I still would say John Collins. I still say Marcus Smart. We got Jackson Hayes. I say you trade DeAndre Ayton. I don't know what for, but in that Kelly Oubre archetype. That's it, y'all. Make sure you follow the page, man. I love y'all. Please keep supporting. I'm trying to pop out the videos a little bit more, man. It's that time of the year, man. I'm very excited about what's going on. Married to the Lakers. NBA is my side chick. It's your boy, Kingsley.